Hello, welcome back to another game on the arena. A 1v1 between JonSlow playing in green as the Malay and the Lord himself, DauT, playing in blue as the Teutons. Very good civilizations for arena actually. I'm looking forward to this game. But JonSlow, playing on his main account, JonSlow, here on his arena account, let's call it that, has been playing a lot of Arabia lately. And yeah, Arabia, the new clan map, I guess. I hope he's coming back to arena from time to time, like in these actually two games between JonSlow and DauT. This is the first one. And now let's go into the games. Seeing that DauT doesn't have a back base, this could be an interesting matchup. Teutons against Malay. Not too sure what's the better civilization here. Teutons with the Teutonic Knights have a really strong counter to almost everything that Malay could do. Maybe Arbalest for JonSlow in early Imperial Age might be an option here. Malay could go for the Karambit Warriors. We might see 200 swordsmen if the game is going really long. Battle Elephants obviously an option, but easy to counter with the Halberdiers, and of course Teutons have decent monks as well. So I'm curious to see how JonSlow is going to play this. Can he use the fact that Malay are going up to the next ages a lot faster to actually gain advantage here? Teutons have a very strong boom, seeing that those farms are a lot cheaper, which is 33% compared to other civilizations. So let's find out and start with the maps now. Main goal for JonSlow, forwardish on the side, not too bad. Not too good either. In the back base, a lot of nothing. Second stone safe in the back, that's nice to have. I hope he's not going for a Trush here. I would really hate the Trush in this matchup. We have forward gear inside for JonSlow, really close to the TC, which is always nice to have. Main stone is forward, second gold outside, and the third gold is forward outside. So three very important resources close to that corner here. Extra gold, quite close as well. There's one really close to these extra berries, not too far away from JonSlow's base. Another one here. The other extra gold on the map is on the other side. I guess that's technically a neutral zone. JonSlow might be able to get this, but so stout. On the other side, DauT is on the way to Feudal Age. Maybe he's going for the Trush, and I'd hate that too, but it's possible, of course. DauT is sending villagers forward, and main gold on the side for him, but he feels the need to go aggressive, which makes sense somehow, I guess. One relic on the left-hand side, another relic on the right-hand side. Second gold here, main stone forward, second stone forward outside, 3 deer outside, third gold forward outside, another relic close to his base, and I'm missing one relic here. I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's the one in the neutral zone, I guess, but it's closer to DauT, obviously. And DauT is attacking the walls even before hitting Feudal Age. There's the tower coming up, and JonSlow needs to defend against this. He can put a palisade here or even a house, so DauT's efforts to go through this piece of wall are pretty much meaningless now. Loom down for JonSlow, and DauT going with 5 villagers in stone. That's a lot. It's too many in my opinion. You don't need so many villagers. JonSlow obviously starting to wall here. He's on the way to Feudal Age, and you can see it here. It's a minute and 16 seconds to go up. Usually it's like 2 minutes and 10, is that correct? 1:30, if I remember correctly. And there is the next tower coming up immediately, but the walls are up already, and JonSlow probably going to start to build a counter tower, actually protecting the main gold. Probably a good idea here. He should be on stone with 3, 4 villagers even on that second stone, which is safe in the back. So the Trush not as effective as if the stone was outside, and the tower would be in trouble. But like this, he's getting the tower up, and he's even delaying the tower for a little bit. But there are 5 villagers inside, 5 out of 10. So I would have loved to see an Bozeman rush here. No barracks up though, and DauT is going with more villagers to finish this other tower. No, he's just putting them into the tower. He's gonna have 8 idols, 7 idols plus a repair villager, but he's got more firepower, and that means JonSlow's tower will go down faster. Fletching coming up for JonSlow. It's already done for DauT, obviously, who's got the blacksmith up and has an idol villager here to build a house. I guess he's gonna find it in time. JonSlow, decent resources, but not enough to click up, and he's losing the towers. That means he's also losing his main gold, and it's the only gold. Yes, that's not losing it technically, but it could be under pressure. And now the tower trying to hit that scout. Yes, scout doing a nice going back and forth here to make sure that JonSlow has now the firepower advantage. Another tower now coming up for DauT to actually cover that main gold. That's 4, 8, 9 tiles, so maybe JonSlow could take this tile of gold, but it's not really ideal. And looks like DauT is able to keep this tower repaired. Actually, tower rush quite effective. DauT not on gold yet, 270 food in the bank. Might sell some stone to click up actually, but JonSlow is the first obviously to click up to Castle Age, and it's going to be there 1630, no, to 1803. DauT is doing wheelbarrow, which you're usually doing when you're playing Feudal Age. We have that tower still getting repaired for JonSlow. The question is what to do next. He doesn't have the gold to actually go for a siege workshop or anything. Maybe he should go for a castle. He's got 8 of those villagers on stone. But the castle age coming really fast, and I guess it's gonna be a siege workshop first, or maybe a TC even, if he's saying, yeah, I'm fine here. We're going to find out very soon. Ooh, and the next tower coming up on the 3rd gold, or 2nd gold, doesn't really matter, and might hit the wood line here. So JonSlow obviously chosen not the best wood line against the tower rush. Boatkin are on the way for him. I would love to see University and Guard Tower defense. That's an option for JonSlow, but he's still very bad, looking very bad on gold, and it doesn't look like he's gonna have an easy time to get some gold in. He's gonna mark it up, and he needed to rebuild the lumber camp. DauT actually clicking up the castle edge before 20 minutes, and it looks like this is a very successful tower rush, even though JonSlow is not really in trouble for now. But he doesn't really have that big bonus that Malay usually want to have, going up to castle age faster and then maybe try to boom faster. JonSlow should be able to get that castle up in time to protect the gold, and I think a castle right in front of that main gold should be a good idea, maybe even a little bit more in front of the main TC, and the tower still needs to go down. JonSlow cannot tolerate this tower forever, and as you can see, he's taking from that tile, but he's not able to take more. There's the castle coming up next to that watchtower. I guess it's a decent spot, also covering the main TC a little bit, and JonSlow for now has only 1 TC, which is not ideal. You don't want to have only 1 TC at 22 minutes, but getting tower rushed, it's obvious that it's not easy to go for more TCs, and the castle has priority here. Both are on the way, and a monastery for DauT. Is he adding any extra military buildings at the front? No, the villager either died or maybe moved on to the stone. DauT has enough stone for a castle, and he is looking into Imperial Age, as you can see. If JonSlow is losing that castle and DauT is going to imp faster, going for traps and actually taking it down, then I think JonSlow might be in trouble here. The food count really looking good. Now JonSlow using the market for a little bit. Let's find out what he's doing. He's also going to Imperial Age, so he's going for that fast imp approach. He had a decent amount of villagers on gold, especially seeing the tower went down, and that means JonSlow should be the first to open with the trebuchets, take that castle down, and then maybe try to come back into this game. He also should try to go for a 2nd TC. At least he's got enough stone for 2 more TCs here. But the trebuchets will be priority number 1, and then the question is, what can JonSlow do to continue against DauT's rush here? This tower is going up. Guard tower not done for any player here. JonSlow, DauT is up to Imperial Age, so clicked up now. JonSlow doesn't have a university, and there's the first trebuchet. DauT 3 minutes behind, more or less. Bracer on the way, chemistry on the way for JonSlow, and those trebuchets have priority. So you can see he's got a lot of villagers and gold, so gold income should be good, and by the time... Okay, he's building a siege workshop here, doesn't have the wood now, but he has the gold to go for that 2nd trap here. DauT might start to repair that castle actually, and keep it repaired for quite some time. He's got 7 villagers, that should be enough to keep it for time until he's getting up to Imperial Age. That tower though is up still. JonSlow using 5 villagers to give it more firepower, and as you can see, DauT is not trying to repair the castle, which is interesting for me. I would have thought that he wants to hold on to this one, but maybe he is realizing, okay, it's never standing up until I'm able to get some counter traps, so why not just let it go down, then move back and try something else. The problem is, I don't know what the something else is. Monks? I don't think you want to go for a monk rush here. Chemistry on the way, so maybe bombard cannons and even hand cannoneers are an option against, obviously Malay could go for those ceramic warriors, which JonSlow is not doing. Sorry for that. Boy, I need to take a sip of water. Okay, I'm back now. Ooh, market going down. I guess DauT build a market there. And the last watchtower dying. Yes, no more watchtowers here. JonSlow 52 villagers against DauT 46. DauT doing chemistry and redemption. Bombard cannon on the field for JonSlow. There's a barracks, but that's pretty much it. And there's the archer ranges to go for hand cannoneers. Bombard cannons also on the way. JonSlow should have gone for arbalest maybe, but it's not easy to take into that after getting rushed here. And it looks like JonSlow has really low, opportunities, really low possibilities, or doesn't really have a good way to go into military units other than using his castle. Now Malay going with the Karambits, it makes sense, but against the Teutons I guess Arbalest might have been better here to open. Problem is, JonSlow doesn't have a barracks, so he couldn't go for archer ranges. He had the upgrades on the range, so Arbalest actually is a decent option, and there is the archer ranges actually coming up. Not unexpected. I guess DauT could go for Onagers himself to try and go for more siege, or maybe even Knights Cavalier, but doesn't really make sense. I'm not sure what DauT wants to do here. Staying on hand cannoneers against Arbalest is not the best option. Of course, those Karambit Warriors can't really do a lot here, and JonSlow needs to go back with the trebuchets. He needs to wait for his Arbalest to go in. Crossbowmen coming up, more archer ranges on the way for JonSlow as well. And villager-wise, he's a little bit ahead. DauT has 1 TC and 1 TC only, as far as I can see. Double Siege Workshop coming up. And he's staying on a 1 TC. Theocracy on the way, hand card. So DauT is going for Gunpowder and Monks here, and that's a very strong combination, but maybe not the ideal one against the upcoming Arbalest. And Arbalest upgrade actually finishing, trebuchets being hidden, but that first archer range is also getting attacked by 3 of those bombard cannons. And DauT has the redemption upgrade, so he can try to convert those cannons as well. The Arbalest, but not too many of them, 95 population and pop capped. Arbalest trying to micro against the hand cannoneers, but I need to dodge the shots from the bombard cannons. And it looks like JonSlow is once again getting pressured. Nice shots by DauT here, taking down a lot of those Arbalest, and that means the hand cannoneers suddenly are quite strong here. Ballistics on the way, still a few Karambit Warriors around. JonSlow is still producing Arbalest, but I guess his gold is quite low here. He's got a little over 1k5 left, I guess. Ooh, and again, more free bombard cannon shots, 12 range against only 8, obviously, from the Arbalest here. And JonSlow is somehow in trouble. He needs to use some bombard cannons, but the monks are moving forward again, and that means trouble as well. Not sure about Teutons getting block printing, maybe not. I guess they're not really the best monks if ever, but DauT is using the bombard cannon so well, and that's so beautiful to see. He's using the attack round, took down a trebuchet, and now the Arbalists are actually moving in to try and take those down. And the Karambit Warriors finally have a chance to get some action because the hand cannoneers fell, but still 3 bombard cannons around. JonSlow with 2, but lost all the Arbalists. Is producing more now, but from only 4 ranges, and he's sending villagers now to take that gold on the left hand side or on his top side of the building. He needs those golds desperately, and he needs to get more military on them. 15 against 15, DauT has the better micro in this game, I'd say at least, and he's using the monks to keep these bombard cannons at distance. Now there's a good amount of Arbalest, and I think JonSlow is finally ready to move out, but he needs to go and take down bombard cannons. That was good. Now he's only against the Arbalest here. More bombard cannons on the way though for DauT. DauT is playing really well and microing really well as well. He's doing Cavalier and Chain Barding Hour. I'm not even sure. Does he have a second TC now somewhere? Only 1 TC, and he's going for the cavalry upgrades. 4 stables coming up and Cavalier upgrade on the way. No knight production yet. Guess it doesn't have to go. Another castle coming up forward. JonSlow still has 2 trebuchets, so he should be able to attack this castle at least. But he needs support from other units, because if the trebuchets are here standalone, the bombard cannons from DauT will do the trick. And DauT is moving to try and take that gold. He is building a guard tower here on JonSlow's gold. And if that tower is going down and JonSlow is not able to defend against this, then he will be in trouble. Bombard cannons taking on a trebuchet for nothing here. The bombard cannons from Terror moving around somewhere they shouldn't, so he's losing them both to the hand cannoneers. That was not a good move. I guess JonSlow is not on the top of his game, playing all the Arabia. Maybe he somehow is uncomfortable in Arena now. He shouldn't be, but it doesn't look good for him. For now, that guard tower is guarding the gold here. That forward gold is free to take, and JonSlow is immediately sending villages here. And the main gold is running low on under 100, and that means our JonSlow needs to make this army count. That guard tower is falling. That's good for Terror. DauT is taking all the extra golds, and I'm expecting to see a lot of Cavalier now. Not too many of them. Does DauT really want to go for Paladin? He's going for a market here. He lost the market on the front. And he's still only on 1 TC. The Arbalist now moving forward to go for those hand cannoneers, but there's the Cavalier and Paladin upgrade on the way. JonSlow needs to react immediately. He's doing that. Barracks coming up, Pikeman upgrade hopefully on the way soon. And DauT actually losing a lot of those Cavalier because they are only Cavalier and not Paladin yet. Bloodline's also coming up, so he's missing a few of those HP that we want to have. Trebuchet going down, the second trap should stand. The last Cavalier not able to take it down. Pikeman on the way for JonSlow. Production is starting. So actually Terror should be able to defend against the upcoming Paladin, but of course DauT is trying to produce more now, and Paladin plus hand cannoneers would be really strong. Thing is, for now DauT doesn't have the economy to support both. He's got a decent amount of gold in the bank. That's pretty much it, and that lumber camp is looking quite ugly here. He's taking gold over here, is taking the extra gold here, going for more guard towers against that TC. And I guess JonSlow should send a ram or 2 here, but he's using the trebuchets that he already has. Makes sense. Paladin's moving in. there's the pikeman, a halberd up there on the way, but those trebuchets might be doomed, and now it's 3+4 pierce armor. The arbalists are not doing a lot of damage against those 180 HP paladin, and yeah, DauT is sending more and more of them. It's looking good for DauT at this point in the game, as the arbalists are pretty much defenseless, few villagers falling, and JonSlow still has some gold left, but he's not producing any more of those arbalists, and he's not producing halberdiers for now. Actually, now he's finally continuing to do that. Paladin, though, really strong, and even though JonSlow has a few more military units, DauT has the better army, is the stronger value. Lost 2 of the towers again, but against the trebuchets, so JonSlow should be able to take gold here, but the paladin can raid anytime, and they could even be able to take down TC if there is no military units around. JonSlow's barracks are on the other side, he's gathering the halberdiers here, but as you can see, he's losing villagers, or at least is getting some idle time forced upon. Elite skirmisher on the way for DauT as well, makes a lot of sense here to go for trash units, and villager-wise, JonSlow only ahead by 15, 85 against 71. Now it's 14, and looks like he's only got a few halberdiers now. There's arbalists on the way. Question is what to do. Are you going for siege units now? Yeah, double siege workshop coming up, and I'm not sure which, because as far as I remember, Malay don't get siege ram, which would be really nice. Ooh, and there's the paladins moving in, trying to get some raiding done. Quick walling coming up. JonSlow is in time, but there's a hole obviously, and there's the paladin moving in to try and do as much damage as possible. There's another TC here, but JonSlow only has 2 TCs. That means 30 villagers are safe, plus 20 in the castle technically. As you can see here, there's already 15, and the halberdiers are too slow, so JonSlow is losing the villager advantage, and by that he's losing the economy advantage as well. Now DauT's villagers are moving to the other gold, as this one doesn't have enough area to take from. Elite skirmishers against arbalists, that's a fight you don't want to take, and DauT is using all the extra golds on the map. That's how he can afford the paladins actually. DauT still has a lot of gold in the bank, but JonSlow only 80 villagers against 74. He's got that counter unit, so he should be able to defend with the halberdiers. 57 minutes into the game, I don't know who is going to win this. Looks like JonSlow is in the score lead, and DauT maybe needed to move to another TC here, not going for only one. That's a problem for him. Paladin is really expensive, and to keep production you need food, not only gold. You don't want to buy food here. JonSlow, okayish resources, seeing that there have been a lot of fights here. Now a few karambits moving forward to probably take down those bomber cannons first. I think JonSlow needs to switch into some elite skirmishers as well, because the halberdiers are falling, and of course the arbalists too. Yes, the paladins moving in, and looks like DauT has the military advantage once again. 2 bombard cannons with more paladin, and JonSlow is calling the GG here. What? Why? I don't get that. What is happening? He's got resources. He's still got halberdiers. He didn't need to call it. I think it was a psychological advantage for DauT here that he was able to send Paladin, because, okay, 33 military units against only 10, but JonSlow had the resources to go for a little bit more. He started to produce some cap rams. Maybe that was the wrong timing to go for siege units here. But in the end, DauT playing to his strengths, I guess, which is the rush here, even going for Paladin on 1 TC strategy, and JonSlow just didn't have it on this day, didn't have top form, I guess, and even though he's in the score lead, he's resigning here. Hope you enjoyed this game. See you in the next ones. GG.